Second paragraph, the Arabs possessed a remarkable memory and were an eloquent people. Their eloquence and memory found expression in their poetry. Every year, a fair was held for poetical competitions at Ukaz. It is narrated that Hamad said to Caliph Walid bin Yazid, quote, I can recite to you for each letter of the alphabet 100 long poems without taking into account short pieces, and all of that was composed exclusively by poets before the promulgation of Islam, unquote. So in the second paragraph, we come to know that the Arabs had a remarkable memory. Possessed means had. They owned, O-W-N-E-D, owned, a remarkable memory, wonderful memory. Remarkable means wonderful memory. And were eloquent people. Eloquent means fluent. Fluent means the one who can speak with fluency without any hindrance in speaking. If you have a command over your language, so you may not find any hindrance and you can speak very fluently. So Arabs had a wonderful memory, and another quality they were very fluent people. Their eloquence and memory found expression in their poetry. So if we want to know that they were very fluent people and they had a remarkable or wonderful memory, how do we come to know? We will come to know through the expressions that they have written in their poetry. Their eloquence and memory could be found in their poetry. Every year, a fair was held for poetical competitions at Ukaz. So, what was the reason that they were very fluent people? Every year, they used to have a poetical competition. Poetical competition means contest, muqabla, where there would be two parties or maybe three parties in which the competition was held so that they could decide who could read the poetry very fluently or who had remembered many poems. This was the purpose. A competition or contest was held at Ukaz. It is narrated that Hamad said to Caliph Walid bin Yazid. So it is said that Hamad said to Caliph bin Walid, what he said, quote, I can recite to you, I can read to you. For each letter of the alphabet, 100 long poems without taking into account short pieces, and all that was composed exclusively by poets before the promulgation of Islam. So what he said, that he can read poems containing 100 words, 100 long poems. He could read 100 long poems at the same time without taking into account short pieces. Like, he's not talking about the short poems. He said that he could read 100 poems without any mistake. Considering each and every alphabet of Arabic language, he said that he is not going to make any mistake in that, and he could read 100 poems in Arabic language at the same time. And he's not talking about the short pieces of poetry, a short poem. So this was composed exclusively. Exclusively means specially, khas taur par, by poets. Definitely, anything or everything which is in verse form is called poetry. So poetry was composed or written by poets, and this was done before the promulgation of Islam. Promulgation, advent of Islam. Islam के आने से कबल. It is no small wonder that Allah Almighty chose the Arabic language for His final dispensation and the preservation of His word. So it is no small wonder. So we are not going to get astonished that Allah Almighty chose the Arabic language for his final dispensation. As in the paragraph, we have read that Arabs were very fluent people and they had a remarkable memory. So Allah Almighty has sent his final dispensation. Dispensation basically means spreading. For his final dispensation, for the final word. And what is the final word? We have now in the form of the Holy Quran. So Allah Almighty has sent his final word. As you can see, the last two words of the second paragraph are written with capital letters. The word his and word W. So it means that the final word which was sent by Allah Almighty is also in Arabic language, just because the Arabs were very fluent in their language and they had a remarkable memory. And Arabic language is also considered a very simple language to learn, and if you have to learn anything, if you have to cram anything, it becomes very convenient if you learn in Arabic language. Other languages, maybe they are difficult, one, and you cannot simply cram everything. But for Arabic language, it is very convenient and it is very simple.